Hello and welcome to episode 16 of the Try Hard Entertainment Podcast.
Hi.
With the return of Nathan this week.
The band's back together.
Which I'm sure this will be the Roast Nathan episode from Dion.
That was last episode.
That was the last one.
That was last episode.
Okay.
When I was referred to as translucent.
Allegedly.
You said I was whiter than John.
I don't think that's something I would say.
We could play it back.
We don't have the proof.
I don't think that's something I would say. I would never call you that.
I'm gonna tell that story real quick because I started to and then I said I'll save it. So I was listening to the last episode, and that's within like the first few minutes, and
I think I immediately went in.
Yeah, and so heartbroken. I went into my notes and I put down, "I'm not white," because I wanted to make a point to bring it up, and then I mentioned it to Jen. And she was like, "Does that really upset you?" And I was like, "I'm going to bring it up when we record." And I was like, "I even made a note of it." And she goes, "You made a mental note of that?" And I said, "No, I made a physical note." And I pulled out my phone and I showed it to her.
So that's what it takes to get you to take notes.
Offend me.
So you could defend yourself later.
Dion said I was white. Like the whitest of white. Translucent. And I'm over there going, "I'm Cherokee Indian."
You're yelling at the screen.
Yes.
You're arguing with me, even though I can't hear you. But
yeah, I was like, "What are you talking about?" And you just kept on talking. You wouldn't even listen to me.
And you said it was what? The audio version or the video that you
I was listening to it on Spotify.
Yeah. You sitting there yelling at your speakers. What do you mean?
What's he talking about? White. I can almost dunk. Well, used to be able to.
so could Bill Lambier.
He's like 6'9" or something.
That's true.
It's unfair.
That's true.
But
If I was 6'9", I wouldn't know either of you. I'd be too big league.
Well, right now you wouldn't be doing nothing.
That's true. I would probably be here doing this.
I mean,
But you still be rich though.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to because you'd be so rich. But
I'd be getting chastised because we're not social distancing.
I'm sure we'll get that.
Like
anyway.
there's been athletes that have gotten together to train and work out, and they're like immediately chastised on social media.
Tom Brady got fined.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Jeez.
Yep, he got fined because he was in the park down in Tampa.
I'm not trying to make light of the COVID-19 stuff, but it just makes me laugh.
He got fined, and
That you can get fined for not being far enough away from people.
and he broke into somebody's house.
What? No.
Because this happened because he thought that it was his offensive coordinator's house. So he went to his house, and it wasn't his house. It was somebody else's house. By the way, it's Byron Leftwich is his offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he was a hot name for maybe a head coaching job.
And also, he may have broken an NFL rule.
Oh, no.
Because they're not supposed to meet or talk football, or they can't do anything together. And
yeah.
when he broke into the other guy's house, when he told the police what he...
Those cheating ways don't leave you.
I mean...
When you switch teams. Speaking of B&E's, bacon and eggs. Now, did you guys hear that Eminem's house was broken into?
No.
By a just like a crazed fan. But Eminem, he apparently had a security guard posted up. He was asleep. The security guard, Eminem was too. It was like the middle of the night. But security guard was asleep. Guy snuck right past him, threw a rock to break a window to get in the house. Now, this is the part of the story where I was like, the security guard had to be like in a booth at the end of the driveway that's like a quarter mile from the house. Because how do you not hear glass being broken
Right.
Mm-hmm.
with a stone thrown through it. So the dude goes in the house. Eminem wakes up. He maybe from the broken window noise, I don't know, but he wakes up and he hears the guy in the house, and then he starts like yelling for his like security, and eventually security wakes up. They I guess the one guy, from the way I heard it was just the one guy, but he like takes the guy down. They call the cops and press charges on him and stuff like that. But that security guard is now unemployed, I would imagine.
So what happened in between Eminem seeing the guy and security getting there?
See,
Were
I
they just staring at each
don't
other?
know if he saw him or if he just heard him. And yeah,
Oh,
but I don't know. He apparently yelled for security to help, and dude came in and did his job after not doing his job. But the first thing I thought was like, well, that dude's fired. There's no way. You let the guy sneak right past you, then you don't even hear when he breaks a window that obviously Eminem heard. And then in a bigger scope, Eminem could have gotten killed.
Dun, dun,
Do
dun.
you know what that would have done to my life? Ruined it. Ruined. He's back on top of his
we
game.
still have Nick Cannon.
We do, unfortunately.
But what I don't get is, if he's the security guard that's supposed to be on duty, he shouldn't be sleeping. He should be
Exactly. That's why he's most likely fired.
Whoa.
change shifts.
Let's calm it down a little bit.
From the security guard himself, he's
Yeah,
going to tell you how
let's-
hard it is to stay awake.
Yeah, let's calm it down a little bit with the he should be awake talk. Calm it down, okay? Y'all don't know our life.
Hey man,
I can imagine it'd be hard.
not all of us can go ghost hunting when we're on duty.
It's true.
You did that
very
on
true.
duty?
Of course,
Your
I'm not gonna.
paranormal activity stuff?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it unpaid. What are you talking about?
He was
Yeah.
getting paid to do both parts of it, and the fact of
I was
They gotta-
patrolling
yeah.
the building.
So you were a professional paranormal investigator for a brief period of time, making a
all-
security guard's salary.
All those words are a stretch. Every word you said is you're reaching. But
I have taken video games to work before, and not at my current job, and have played them, and then I have considered myself a professional gamer for
I
about
did
an
it.
hour.
I did it at StarTech. I took my
There you go,
PlayStation to work and set up. We had a Madden tournament.
getting paid to play
That's right.
I actually heard of
like
somebody.
college athletes.
Yep.
I actually heard of somebody at our job that actually did that before. They used to bring in like a console.
Wasn't me. No, I don't know.
I don't know who. I don't remember who they said it was, but it was like years ago.
I'd be down with that being a thing again. A guy used to work there when I first started. He was the one I worked with. He brought in the small little like Super Nintendo thing that had like the 20 games preloaded on it. He brought that in, and we played it on break for like the entire week. It was a good week.
Huh.
I really want to. There's a projector in the kitchen, in the
Break room.
in the front, front break room. And yeah, I really want to bring a system in.
They
one
got a
day.
massive TV in a conference room.
No, I know. I go in there and watch TV on break.
They apparently go in there and watch Netflix on break.
Yeah, I have my YouTube TV. Well, I'm actually leeching off of my cousin's account, but it's on like my YouTube name is signed in on the YouTube TV on the work TV. I go in there, 65-inch TV, watching stuff.
Cool.
Let's do these introductions. That was a good 10-minute, whatever it was.
But I guess we'll start with you then, Nathan, since you kind of paved the way on that one. How you been?
I've been good. Been really busy. We are in the process of moving moving Jen in. That's a big step.
It is.
It's a big step.
It is.
But yeah, so I've been busy with that. And, obviously, that's... I mean, I feel like the handful of people that listen to this, they already know that I have children. So, that has not changed. They're still here, still doing the dad thing. I'm trying to think of just new stuff. I got back into Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah, that's an understatement. But yeah.
Well, don't hate the player.
You got hardcore back in.
So I was out for about a total of 6 or 7 hours yesterday, walking around downtown. Got a Mewtwo, so suck it. Got a Mewtwo.
Where'd you find him at?
Working on a Gyarados. So it's a weekly challenge that they have going on, and it's going to be a new one every week. I think it was a total of, it's at the end of it's a total of like 5 weeks, I think, or 4. I think it's 5. But at the end of the first week is Mewtwo. So each generation, there's been 5 generations of Pokemon. Each generation you get a legendary at the end of that week. So so it's got to be 5 weeks. So now we'll get a Gen 2 legendary, which I'm not super familiar with anything past Gen 1 because I was into Pokemon as a kid when it was just the original, like 151 or whatever. But, yeah.
I haven't played that in years.
Me either.
I played Pokemon Go. I think it first came out in 2016. I played it.
I played it
for
there.
for like roughly a year. Not like, not religiously. I would just pick it up from time to time, and then I stopped playing completely. But then in the past like month or so, been burning it up.
They had a Ghostbusters one like that too.
Huh.
Where you walk. They had a Jurassic Park one.
Mm-hmm.
As
Yeah,
well.
Jurassic
I
Jurassic
played
Park
that
one.
for a little bit.
I played the Ghostbuster one where you walk around and
I
catch
didn't even
ghosts.
hear about
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that either.
that. Was it all? I feel like the Jurassic Park one was made by Niantic, which is the Pokemon Go people. Was the Ghostbusters one as well made by Niantic? I don't know how you say it.
Sure.
How many times did it take you to try to catch them?
Oh boy.
Probably far too many.
No, I mean, it wasn't too crazy. It was getting annoying because I don't know if he's what's the terminology for it? I don't remember. But I don't know if he's one where like you're guaranteed to catch him. Like he'll never flee. You just got to keep chunking balls at him and hope you don't run out of balls. But I was getting so since I don't know if it's that, I was getting frustrated. Every ball he broke out, I was like, I swear to God, if he runs, I'm going to be so mad. Been working on this challenge for 2 days to knock everything out, even though they give you a week, so I had plenty of time. But I mean, yeah. But I think it might have taken like 8 to 10, something like that.
Do you actually have to go to certain
And they were
places
Ultra Balls.
to complete the challenges?
Jeez.
Do you have to actually go to certain places?
So you might have to go to like gyms or do a raid or go to a Pokestop, but it's not like a particular one you have to do.
Okay. I got you.
I think the only thing where you have to go to like a particular spot is when you're doing like the Team Rocket bosses, which I haven't done a boss yet, but they pop up in specific spots. You got to drive to them. But
So you were
it's fun.
So you were about to get your third Mewtwo?
Me? No, that was my first one, and it's the only one I have. I wish.
Oh no, that was Kenny replying to you.
Oh yeah, my cousin. He's got a few. He's a cheater though.
Yeah, he's at my third.
He cheats. He did a thing called like spoofing or something, where you put like this fake GPS app on your phone, and you can like make it seem like you're in Tokyo, Japan. Then you pull up Pokemon Go, and it's like you're in Tokyo, Japan. So you can catch Pokemon from Tokyo.
That you can only get over there?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
They have region exclusives, but they'll have events from time to time where the region exclusives will be available to you, but it's only for like a week at a time or like a day. and then they go, and you got to wait for another event to come up. But yeah,
I would imagine that Japan is laid out different than here. So, has there been a time where he's driven to a place and it's like in the middle of a lake or something that he has to go to? But in Japan,
so I think when you spoof, you just kind of choose a spot, and it just kind of drops you there, and you don't actually move once you're there. So you essentially will choose an area and then just select a gym, and it puts you on that gym.
Oh,
but yeah, but you can't actually walk around.
I was really hoping that's what it was. That
he just starts moving around downtown here, and then he's actually like in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah,
over there.
No, vice versa.
He's in the middle of the ocean over here.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
Oh, a Gyarados. That's a water Pokemon. That's one you would probably find in the ocean. Okay, moving on.
I'm just surprised how big Pokemon and all that still is after all these years.
Because the kids that were into it are adults now.
Yeah.
I used to be big into it when I was a kid.
Most of the kids that were into it are adults now.
Yeah.
John's an adult.
And then, like I told you, Nathan, I mean, I used to play Pokemon Go, and then I guess there was some sort of glitch, like you could go to Pokestops and stuff like that, and you could never get like Pokeballs for free. It always wanted you to spend actual money.
Yeah,
just to get more of them. So I was like, nope, delete. I was like, because I was stuck. I ran out, couldn't do nothing else.
Yeah, I've never. I don't know what was going on with your thing, and I hope that wasn't a thing that they did in the game. Maybe I just didn't play during that period. But that'd be a total rip. Have to pay every time you need Pokeballs. Heck no. Yeah. If that's the case, then I better catch a Pokemon on the first throw every time. If I gotta pay for these balls. I'll have like Eevees breaking out of like 5 Pokeballs. Like, what the? You're a sissy Pokemon. You're a little... But I do not have an issue running out of Pokeballs.
How many do you have? Good God.
I don't know currently. I mean, it's not like a crazy amount. I might have like 50 regulars, maybe 40. What's it, a Great Ball? And then I think Ultra, I've got like 70.
Jeez.
Or something like that. I only use the Ultra when it's like a Pokemon that I have to have. So I typically have more of those than I do anything else.
I never had that many of any of those.
It's a different time. You got to get back into it.
Yeah.
Dion, what's new with you?
Sorry, I was on my Walmart app. After this, I have to take the girls to go buy a lamp. They rearrange their room, and they have a little end table in between their beds. So, stupidly, I said, "You all need a lamp. Can we go get a lamp tomorrow, Daddy?"
You don't need a lamp, is what I said.
Who needs lights?
So now I have to go get them lamps because if I don't, I'll hear about it forever. Literally forever.
At least you're doing it the smart way, and it's just going to be one lamp between 2 beds.
Right.
So you only need the one.
Right. That's what we're doing.
We want our beds on opposite sides of the room. Yeah, well, I'm not getting another lamp. So figure it out.
Until it comes to the point when they're fighting over the light. No, I want it on. No, I want it off.
Oh, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
I'm trying to read. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I'm already anticipating all of that.
Including the crashing sound that comes out of it.
It's gonna break. It's that's why I'm looking, because the one I'm gonna get is like $12. It's in the shape of a unicorn. It's a LED shape of a unicorn. I give it a week. I give it till this time next week. We'll see what happens.
Man,
you guys heard it here first.
Yeah, definitely won't make it to the next episode.
Won't make it to the next episode.
Will not make it to the next episode. Other than that, just finished editing my other podcast I'm a part of, Kryptonians Who Laugh, premiering Friday.
Nice.
Supposed to be like a freeze like they used to do on Saved by the Bell at the end, and then it like comes across. But anyway, work on that. Make that happen, John. Other than that, nothing new. Take my car to get a tune-up tomorrow. Yeah, nice. It's probably a good idea.
I just got mine inspected.
Did it pass?
Yeah. At first it failed, and I had to spend like $300 on parts getting it fixed. But
Did they give you a sticker?
Now it's good. Yes.
Because I didn't see a sticker
Well,
the last time we were at work.
that's because I took it off.
Why you telling, Joe?
No.
They gave me a rejection sticker, and you apparently have like 14 or 15 days with a
It's like
rejection sticker. So
15,
once that ran out, I just pulled the sticker off.
I don't think that's how that works.
They'll still know.
But then with all this stuff going on, they're a lot more lenient. Like they're not pulling over for inspection stickers like they would. I've heard of people getting pulled over, but the most they've gotten is a warning.
If you got pulled over for speeding, they'd probably hit you with it. But
Yeah, they
No,
might, they
they-
might
for
tack it
something
on.
They
but
aren't. They aren't doing court. Like now's the perfect time to murder somebody.
Yeah, because I got a ticket for my inspection, which is the whole reason. I got a ticket in February for my inspection, which ran out October. And we were all talking about this because Dion had to get like registration tags or whatever.
And inspection.
Oh,
double whammy.
and so I lollygagged, never called Bedford court, but Jen, bless her heart, she did, and court got pushed back to like August or September, and it was originally in April.
Yeah, I
It
have
was
a
like
ticket
April
too.
20th.
Yeah,
or
mine got pushed
21st.
back too.
Yeah,
I got a feeling it's gonna get pushed back again. 'Cause I think it's coming up soon, unless it's in June. And yeah, June is next month. So
yeah.
Yeah, because apparently they're wanting to start opening stuff back up.
Yeah.
oh no, it's the 27th of this month.
Uh-oh. Well, speaking of that, my birthday is the 30th. I'm going to be 30 on the 30th. Freeze frame. And we're back.
The big three.
Who needs to edit? Just do it ourselves. Well, we would
What
make-
about you, John?
That'd be an off week of the podcast,
Oh,
I believe. Yeah, because this week, not
I
next
ain't
week.
trying to celebrate
yeah.
with you guys anyway.
Well then,
Oh. What about you, John? What's been going on with you?
When's your birthday?
That's right.
it's already passed.
It's in February, isn't it?
Yep, the 18th.
Damn it, I didn't know the day. I was trying to think. I didn't know, though.
What month is my birthday in? Anybody?
October. If I had nailed it. Oh. Oh, man.
Nope.
March.
That just pushes the hurt in.
It's March, isn't it? It's March.
It's not.
September.
Nope. You ran out of options now because eventually you're gonna run into it. But
I don't know. I've never actually heard it. Though, so
July.
no, nope.
All right.
What?
I'm over this game.
Well, I mean, you got 12 options to choose from.
We've knocked half of them out, I think.
Yeah.
What are the odds? We wouldn't have hit it by
Or
now.
you start beating the system January, February, March.
I guess we're not.
You were close though. You were close though.
June. August.
The other way. Yeah. There you go.
Damn it. I even every 50-50 chance I get it wrong.
I said September, so I was close.
You were close.
You
That was my first guess.
You two sandwiched me in. So
Oreo.
yeah. Like now. Well,
It's exactly. It's how we record.
yeah.
We need to reach out to Nabisco and get a sponsorship. Do they still do Oreos? I haven't seen them in forever. So I'm going to say bring back Oreos and slap our face on it.
They've got the vanilla Oreos, I think, don't they? Or whatever
They got
it's
a
called.
bunch of different kinds.
Yeah. A bunch of different kinds. They got velvet.
They got the
velvet
golden, I
cake.
know, but that's all white. It's the most racist Oreo.
And your favorite.
Not arguing. My favorite's actually the mint.
Oh,
I love the mint Oreo.
no.
Stop it.
No.
You don't like?
What's your favorite Oreo, John? Let's do this. Top 5 Oreos.
Go.
Mine's a double stuffed Oreo and the
Okay, that's-
chocolate.
It's not a different flavor, but I'll take it.
That's because I like the original Oreo and I like the chocolate one.
You don't get like the...
But the double stuff gives you more of the filling in it.
What about the mega stuffed or whatever the other one's called. There's one that's bigger than
Now
double.
we're getting out of control.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
How much can a cookie hold?
More.
Yeah,
Big
obviously.
old whopper of a cookie.
Yeah.
But no, I just basically been working, playing video games.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't.
And well, during the week I did.
Hmm.
Like last night, I just I played the closed beta to Valorant because it's free. You get access to the closed beta.
Yeah, that's cool. Still sitting on the stoop, waiting on Dad to show up.
Hey, I tried last week.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
No, I was on. I was actually live streaming. I was going to live stream that, but then I never could find a freaking match. And I tried it, like, I reinstalled it on my Xbox. It's the same thing there. It wouldn't find a match. I just let it sit and it's just looking for a match. So I don't know what was going on. Have you had any issues with it?
To me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't played it, so that question can't be directed at me.
I haven't. No, I haven't got no one. I play as a killer, so I don't play as a survivor.
I mean, that's with me trying it as a survivor.
But if we would have got on at 9, like we agreed upon, then we could have did a custom match together, and then we could have had a match. But
Could it be like me and John running away and you trying to kill us?
yeah, that's exactly what it
So,
is.
okay, so it'd just be the three of us.
It'd be, what, 5 people in total if you count the killer.
But
But not if it's just a private.
But you
lobby.
can do you can do a custom where it's just us in there. I have to find you two on a giant map, which is more of a pain, but be more fun, be more challenging. Then we can switch out who's the killer.
Yeah, unless you're Freddy.
What do you mean?
What does Freddy do?
He's just a different kind
Wait,
of
did
killer.
he not see the video of what Freddy does? Or was that just Brandon that saw it? The way he'll put you to sleep?
We didn't record that. We didn't record that part. We just watched it before we started recording.
No, when you play as Freddy, like, one of his abilities is you can't physically, like, attack the person unless you've put them to
Oh,
sleep,
that was
basically.
before the update. The update you can now.
Oh, well.
They updated Freddy where you like passively fall asleep. Like if I get near where you are, you'll start falling asleep and your head will flip and you'll be running and your head will be sideways because you're asleep. You'll be running to sleep. And then like John can wake you up. He'll like clap in your face and try to wake you up. And it's just fun. It's good stuff.
Oh.
And then you hear the la 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 la. And then you'll fall asleep.
The old Freddy song.
Yeah. You'll hear that as I get closer to you. It'll get louder. The closer I am to you, the song will get louder, and your heartbeat will pick up as I get closer to you.
Does
Also,
it do this? Is Michael Myers a character?
Yep.
Yeah.
Does it do the same thing?
It does.
With
Yep.
his music.
Yep.
The
The Halloween theme.
yeah.
Yep. That's the same thing.
That's nifty. That would probably
And
scare the shit out of me.
and it's always like your heartbeat starts speeding up the closer they get.
It's speeding up now.
And he also has a perk where you can not have that happen. It's rare to get. You have to get it in like by getting your blood points and cashing them in, but it's where he has no terror radius, and that means that like you could be looking one way and then I'll just walk up behind you and then you turn around and I'm there. It could that could happen if you're playing with Michael Myers.
That'd be so messed up.
But they're funny. Like if you watch the videos of him jump scaring people, it's so funny.
Oh, it would be funny, but I mean, it'd be so messed up for
I
the
know.
survivors because you go off of the heartbeat,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
thump, 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 thump,
Yeah.
thump, thump, because that's how you know they're getting close to you
Yeah.
if you don't see them.
Yeah,
Especially if you're trying to restart the generator.
yeah.
That's the only way you're gonna know unless you physically see them coming across the map. And you're like, oh,
And
shit.
and that's why it's good to have more than one on one because both one can look one way and one can look the other, so you can kind of talk to each other. Because we'll all be able to hear each other, but if we're all in the same match together, talking.
Yeah.
Oh, so you as the killer would hear us if we did like a private?
Well, if we did like a party
If we're,
chat,
if we're on a party, yeah, we hear each other
Oh,
talking.
fuck that game chat.
Yeah.
Dion be left out in the cold.
Oh,
or is it kind of like game chat on the game chat on there kind of like it is like with like Sea of Thieves and stuff? Like you only hear each other when you're close by one another, or
No, it doesn't do that. I wish it did. That'd be cool though. Like if it's like a faint, like if you're off in the distance, I can't hear you. That would be cool if they added that. But
I would like that.
yeah, that would be cool.
I never played Sea of Thieves,
that's pretty fun.
so I've never.
It's more fun if you have
experienced that
people to play
mechanic.
with.
Every game is, John.
I just think it's certain stuff they could add that will make it a little cooler. Like with Freddy, you could do like dream generators. Like you think you're working on a generator, but if you wake up, there's nothing there. I think stuff like that'll be cool. Yeah, it'd be messed up, but I think
Stuff like that would piss me off. Yes, I got it perfect. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Another thing that was in that video that we were watching. Plus, that was like a 40-minute video, so we didn't watch the whole thing of it. It was like if Freddy, what was it, back-to-back knockdowns or something like that? When he gets near the exit, it blocks off the exit where you can't get out.
Oh, that's a perk called No One Escapes. No, something else. I forgot what that one's called. But it's a perk where once the gates are open, if you knock somebody down and hang them up, it'll block the gates. Everybody can't run out for like 60 seconds. So you'll try to run out and it won't let you because it's blocked for like 60 seconds. And then Freddy can get you unless you run away from him, install him out for that time, then you can run out the gate.
Unless you find the
hatch.
The hatch, yeah, in the ground. Or go to the other.
No, both doors. It works the same on both doors, but if you find the hatch, you can probably get out.
Oh. I don't know if I've ever found that hatch in that game.
You probably ran right past it. Probably didn't notice it. Because it only spawns once you get down to like 3 generators. If you have 3 generators and like 2 survivors, it'll spawn. Or if you're the last one left, it'll spawn. And you'll probably run right by it if you're not paying attention. You can actually hear it if you're listening out for. You can hear like, oh, it gives that like that sound. It does.
I probably have been. I probably
freedom.
Your freedom is calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to play that. I dropped $15, downloaded it, and have not even opened it.
It's 30 now. They took the sale away. It's 30 now.
Look at that. You saved money that you wasted still.
Yeah, you could have wasted more money.
You could have wasted $30 instead of $15 or $14.
Thank goodness.
And they use an extra 15 to buy you 2 killers you like.
Perfect.
Because they have the Demigorgon. They have everybody except Jason and Chucky. Like the Demigorgon, they have Michael Myers.
Oh, Jason's got his own game.
Yeah.
Freddy.
Ghostface from Scream. Freddy.
Don't they have Leatherface too?
Leatherface. The pig from Saw.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Dang.
They got another one that's kind of like I forgot what his name is. The Western guy that wears a cowboy hat. It's kind of
Death Slinger.
Yeah, Death Slinger.
But he's an original. He's one of their original killers. But he shoots you with a harpoon gun and then reels you in.
And
Yeah,
the chain.
reels you in.
I like that.
Yeah. The Death Slinger.
Weird.
Slinging that chain.
Who thought coming into this we'd have a 10-minute segment on Dead by Daylight?
Dead by Daylight, yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know how we got into it. We just segued into it. That's
Talking about John played video games all day, every day this past week.
without
Not all day, every day. I've been at work all
And
day.
didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, didn't tell anybody. Yep, that's how we got here.
I was asked to play
Both
Call
y'all
of
work
Duty.
second shift.
But this will make John happy. I was asked to play Call of Duty both nights this weekend, and I did not.
I heard you have a whole new squad that you.
I be rolling, yes, with my buddy Cody, and then people that he knows. But yeah,
John's not happy about that. John said it should have been him. Should have been him.
I didn't play at all though, so haha. I was gonna play last night, but I had to download an update, and I didn't get home from playing Pokemon until like 12:45.
Don't those piss you off? Like you get ready, you're all set to play, and it's like update. Son of a.
And my internet was just I don't know. It was whacked out all day yesterday.
And it's even worse when it's like a 12, 15 gig update,
Yeah.
especially Call of Duty's.
Yeah.
Yeah, the update started at like 12 minutes, and I'm like, well, this isn't bad. And then it jumped up to like 35, 40. And I just texted Cody and was like, I'm not going to play tonight. I reset my internet and everything. Like, well.
This ain't happening.
And he just said, damn. I haven't heard from him since.
Damn.
Damn. That's a big ass boy.
But staying on the topic of games, did you hear about how they have released the new release dates for The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima?
Last of Us Part 2 I heard about.
When's the date for that?
June 19th.
Daddy needs to know that.
And
That's
Ghost of
gonna be a good
Tsushima will follow on July 17th.
Is GameStop still open? Do they
Are
close?
they still a business?
Yeah, did they?
Let
me check.
Yeah, I think so.
I need to go.
I know that this, because they've been struggling for a while, and I know that this COVID stuff has really hurt them. I don't know. It would not surprise me if they didn't make it out of this pandemic.
Did GameStop hurt you personally? See, I feel like it.
No, but the business model's not working. Everything, like, people want to go digital now, and they make their money on physical copies of like used games traded in, and nobody's doing that.
And then
People, it's just not as big as it was.
Charge you full price for them.
Like, they'll pay $4 for it and then charge you $40.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, they are open today. Closed at 6.
That's where we're going after the podcast. We're just going to buy as much as we can. Single-handedly keep them alive.
We'll go in and barter with them. Like, look, you're not going to be here much longer. So
Eventually, you guys are going to have these on like a buy one, get three free.
yeah,
So let me just do it now.
Yeah. Don't be dicks about it.
And apparently Rockstar has officially confirmed that GTA 6 is their next big project that they are working on.
Oh, yeah.
CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. CX.
3, 4, 6.
And I'm super excited about it. So I'll probably be pre-ordering that today too.
I need to do The Last of Us pre-order. And I'm going to do Ghost of Tsushima too. That game looks fun.
I pre-ordered
Yes, it does.
The Last of Us 2. I need to just go pay for it.
I don't think I pre-ordered it. Man, that would suck if I had.
But how would you feel if Rockstar released GTA 6 with a smaller size game starting out with DLCs being released, gradually expanding the story and game to help reduce crunch time and stress on developers? Do you think it would be a good idea or a bad idea?
If it's free DLC, then go for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I've been hearing rumors that it might start off as like a smaller game and they just release like DLCs to expand upon it.
If I got to pay like $60 for the game and then $15 a pop for DLC, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pay $60 for an unfinished game.
When in the past we've paid $60 for the whole game.
Yeah.
That's bad business.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Bad business.
But yeah, if it's free, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
They could do like microtransactions, I guess, to make up.
I mean, you could already in-game currencies like GTA 5
the
has.
shark card.
Yeah. They make.
Like, I'm cool with that. Give people the choice, but don't make them have to buy it in order to finish the story. That would be absurd.
Yeah.
What was it? Wasn't it like wasn't it Joe that spent like
Probably
$20 to $50 on a shark card or something for
Probably.
in-game currency one time?
It would not surprise me.
Back when we used to play it.
Yeah.
Like, it was one time we played it, all three of us on online. Next thing we know, the sun's coming up and it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. We're all three like, oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Many hours logged into that game.
Oh yeah.
And nothing near it on Red Dead, which I really thought there would be.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever had experiences with unfinished games?
What do you mean?
Like buying the game and it's not finished.
I don't think so.
The last Street Fighter wasn't a finished game when they released it, and I bought it when it came out, and like some of the stuff just wasn't done on the game. Like it would have modes on the game, you would go and you just couldn't do them. They wouldn't work.
Oh, Battlefield 5 was that way. Like they had the options for. There's a couple of them that were grayed out. One of them was their like Firestorm, their battle royale that was coming later on, but like you couldn't access it. But yet the option was there.
Did it ever?
I took the game back. I don't know.
Oh,
I played through it one time and played a couple. Like all the story modes weren't even done for all the characters.
That's
yeah. It depends on who you would pick.
That's even worse.
Whether you would get through the whole story or not. Like some of the story modes weren't done. Like you finish a fight and they go back to the beginning where you select a new character. Like it wasn't even the game wasn't done.
That's weird.
So,
I mean,
I would have been emailing.
That's like as bad as releasing a broken game. I played plenty of broken games when they were released.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. When Dion first mentioned that, I was just like a broken game.
No,
because I've played plenty of like bugged out games.
It just wasn't. It wasn't done. It wasn't finished. Like I guess the WWE 2K20 is full of bugs that they still haven't fixed yet.
Like Anthem was that way. It launched. It had that was a completely just broken game.
Yeah, that game was.
I mean, I've beaten. It was incredibly short of a story to it too. I mean, it was fun, but it had plenty of glitches and audio issues and everything else that you can imagine.
I've never understood that because it's not like fans will be outraged if it wasn't if the date was pushed back. If you say we need to finish it to make sure it's done, I don't think they'd be like, no, we want it broken. We want it now.
I feel like I don't know if Dion, if you were a part of this then, but I feel like that's been mentioned on the podcast before. Is like a lot of people, because people do get upset when you push back like release dates. And for me, I'm like, no, take as much time as you need. Because I'd rather spend $60 later on a game that's done and the developer is proud of than spend $60 now on the opposite.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll wait. But, a lot of people go up in arms like, oh, my God, we got to wait 4 more months. This is terrible.
Well,
yeah, well, I don't like wasting $60. So,
yeah.
Shut up.
I got kids.
Mm-hmm. Ain't got it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it was with Anthem. You paid like $60 had you get the standard game. If you get to like the legendary and all the other special editions, that was even more. And the game was just broken. It had so many issues.
Yeah. Like I said, I got kids. If they're not going to eat, it better be worth it.
I'm hungry. Well, The Last of Us 2 came out.
Yeah.
So.
It's all right. We'll eat next week.
We got no, not we. You all will eat next week. Daddy's fine. Daddy has a job, so.
Yeah. And then for anybody that's Xbox Game Pass subscriber, Red Dead Redemption 2 is actually coming to Game Pass on May 7th.
Are those that version of the free game that they give out every month, or
no? It's like
their monthly subscription thing.
Yeah, and you get like over hundreds of like free games that you can download for free and play, like full games. Even like they released first party games like day one launch, and they've been putting third party games on there too. Like now Red Dead, GTA 5 was on there too.
It's like PlayStation Plus does, but they just call it
like PS Now.
PS Now.
Kind of
yeah,
thing,
okay, so just call it different. Okay, I got you.
But and then when they're getting ready to remove it from there, they'll give you like, I think it's like 50% off the cost of the game. So you can get it for cheaper. So you can then own it.
But yeah, it's like a library of games, and you just will download it, play it.
So are they streaming? Are the games streaming, or
no? You physically download it to the console.
Okay, so you have so it's not streaming.
It's physically on your console.
Because PlayStation did that before, and it was like one of the NBA games. It streamed while you played, and that's not a good idea. That's a bad idea.
No,
it kept pixelating and like glitching. I'm like, I can't do this. I don't have the patience for this.
And I know Nathan didn't see it before I had mentioned it, but Dion, have you seen the trailer for Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
I thought we watched that already.
No, that was Ghost of Tsushima that we watched. But
Oh,
Gosh, that game looks so good. Both of these games look good, but Ghost of Tsushima, man.
well, no, I haven't. No.
but
Well, let's get to it.
because we were going to watch it on here. The Assassin's Creed game is going to be basically, I guess it'll be launching with the both next gen consoles, kind of like it was with Black Flag did with PS4. I don't know if they did it with Xbox One, but I know they did it with PS4. But this time they have like partnered up with Microsoft for the like promotions and everything of it.
Here we go. So the way your capture card works, is it just whatever is on this front monitor?
Well, right now I'm not using a capture card. I tried using it for his camera, but it wouldn't actually do it. So I think
Are they seeing us or are they seeing this?
seeing us right now.
Okay.
I'll change scenes to where it'll be us down in a corner and it'll be this on the screen. But yeah, I think with your camera, Dion, we'd have to probably end up getting like a cam link for it to work because it wouldn't work with the capture card. Like
$400.
It's about $450.
Is that what I heard y'all say earlier?
About $450.
Thank God I got this shock mount and just smacked my mic.
and an $8 pop filter or whatever it costs.
I love it.
I'll get her. I'll get her one day.
Man, that's expensive.
Yeah, technology
Is there no
expansive.
other? Can we not just get a camera cheaper than that? Like one of these Logitech things?
I mean, because as far as I know, I've never been able to get these to actually do like a wide-angle lens.
Well, let's get to this trailer.
Without it
I
being
feel like
halfway
this
across
is
the room.
this is not good content.
But for any of the video viewers, this
There
is
it goes. Now
the
we're in the corner, Dion.
That's right.
the trailer, the reveal of the cinematic world premiere. The trailer, for any of the audio listeners, if you want to check it out, I will post a link down in the description, and you can also check out the video version of the episode. Without further ado,
They are heartless.
I thought those was real people. Thought they were real people.
Godless barbarians.
next gen.
Cinematic trailers, man. Does look good though. Jeez Louise. Look at that water.
That's always my first thing.
Water and fire are two things I
They
look for.
murder and kill blindly.
Look at that fire.
They scar the lands of England.
Look at the grass.
Lands they will never defend,
The colors and shadows.
never love.
The clouds.
The time has come to speak to them in a language they will understand.
I wish we could sign stuff
There
like that.
will be war. Is what that thing said. If I used mail, I would look into getting one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, look at the graphic fidelity on the video. Just of their faces.
Look at that sand.
Jesus, in the neck.
He's a terrible Viking.
Oh, that's one guy. If you have to fight him in the game, that's gonna be a pain.
That guy?
No. Towards the end of the trailer. I do love this though.
Odin is with us!
That guy.
The armored guy. Yeah, that's the one I saw. He was standing beside Horseman.
See, these were real men back in those days.
Broke the axe.
He took a sword to the leg.
Love this.
God.
Right under the top of the helmet.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, available holiday 2020.
Valhalla.
And that's one thing that makes me wonder is because
That's gonna be
there's no specific launch date. It's just holiday 2020.
That's back when men were men. When men with axes jumped off boats and fought other men with axes.
Yeah. All out war, hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah. I wouldn't have survived. I would have been the one that got shot in the neck at the beginning.
On the boat?
Yeah, on the boat. Got shot in the neck. Damn it.
Shields, huh?
What?
Damn it, Dion.
You had one job.
We practiced this. Put your shield up. We practiced this.
Oh, that's what that is?
That's what that was?
Oh, man. But that is going to be a great game. And that's why I said, because some of the older ones, like I think Odyssey 2, have the heavier armored people that take longer to kill. You got basically just break through the armor or have more powerful weapons, one of the two. Oh boy.
That's the wrong word. My mom texted me. I was making sure it wasn't something about the girls.
Hi, Mom.
And then I meant to say actually, and I said exactly because I was trying to hurry up and type real fast. So get off my phone. I'm back. But obviously, like that'll be launched with the next gen consoles for them to say holiday 2020. But it'll also be, if I remember correctly, Black Flag was a part of the last gen console when it was released on PS4. Which this will obviously do the same with the current gen consoles. But have you heard, segueing over the bird? Bird is a bird. Bird. That the next Venom movie has released the title.
Mm-hmm.
Let There Be Carnage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was like what maybe 15-second teaser trailers, if that.
I didn't think it was a teaser trailer.
Well, I mean, it basically just showed the words, but yeah.
Yeah. So.
And it said Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Yeah.
And I don't even know if that was real or not. Or did it come from Marvel?
Dear God. It's supposed to be real.
Or Sony. Whoever.
No, yeah, it's legit because the actual name of the movie is called Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Well, no, that's the actual title. I'm talking about the little trailer that we saw.
I don't remember. I believe it was from like Sony or
okay,
Marvel or whatever it was, but it is expected in June 25th, 2021. If it sticks to that date with everything that's been going on,
I'm excited about it. No, I think this is the new date after. I think it's supposed to come out before then. It's supposed to come out early next year.
Yeah.
Originally. No. Was it supposed to be this year? It's supposed to have been later this year. It was supposed to come out.
It may have been this year.
I think it was later this year. It was supposed to come out, and then it got pushed back.
Because Morbius, I think, is supposed to come out this year too, isn't it?
Yeah, was supposed to. Black Widow was supposed to come out
already
this weekend. Yep,
Yeah.
This weekend was Black Widow weekend.
They didn't push that back.
Yeah, I remember that now. It was set for the 1st.
Yeah. And then I recently saw a couple of days ago where John Wick 4 was delayed until May 2022. So I'm assuming they hadn't even started on Matrix 4 because they hadn't said nothing about that movie yet. So apparently they were working already on John Wick 4 when all this stuff started happening.
Yeah, still haven't seen them. I have all 3. I haven't watched them yet.
That makes it even worse.
Yep, got all 3. Haven't even watched them. Couldn't be bothered.
I mean, now's the time.
It is a time to watch everything.
I've seen that all over Twitter. A lot of people that I follow are just like, hey, movie ideas.
Yeah.
Need some quarantine movies.
Mm-hmm.
I caught up on Ballers. I watched caught up on my seasons of Ballers.
Wasn't that on like HBO?
Yep. With
Did you share that knockoff
Johnson.
The Rock, Dwayne.
Yeah.
that knockoff Power picture? You know, Power? The show
Yeah.
Power?
Yeah.
Did you share that knockoff where it's like it's the black dude and the white guy and they look similar to the characters from Power?
I did not.
That wasn't you? Okay.
No.
Well, you should find that. It's funny. That's all I got to say about that.
Oh, I finished Power too. Finished Power. I finished Ballers. I am currently finishing Silicon Valley. Love that show.
So do you actually have like cable that you pay for, or are you just paying for that HBO app?
It's on Hulu. On Hulu, you can get the add-ons.
Does that cost more for the Hulu add-ons? Or?
Yeah. But you can get free, like a free month. So you gotta.
Just enough to catch up.
Yeah.
Then you nix it.
Gotta binge it.
Yep. You binge it and then cancel it, and it'll take it off at the end of the month.
In a place where we used to live, when we had satellite TV, they had like a promotion thing where you could get HBO for free for like it was so many months or a year or whatever it was. It's like we started watching Game of Thrones and stuff like that. It's like if we're not paying for it right now, might as well just take plenty of use out of it then.
Yeah.
Before it runs out and we have to pay for it. And I was like, nope, I'm gonna just drop it because that's an extra $15 a month.
Yeah, that's how they get you. They get you hooked on something, then you end up having to pay for it. Mm-mm. Oh, fun fact: I have every season of Game of Thrones except for the last one. Never watched an episode.
So you haven't finished it,
The series.
Finish what?
the series.
No, I've never watched an episode of it.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were just specifically meaning the last season.
No, I have
You have
every
everything
season,
but the last season.
But the last season.
I haven't even watched the first episode of the first
Nope.
season,
He's just a collector.
which is all that I've watched. It's the
Nope.
very first episode.
That's the only one you watched?
Yeah.
So,
I am interested in it. Just
It's
haven't
so
sat
much
down and
more
watched
than
it.
the first episode.
do you want it?
Obviously.
Do you have a external hard drive?
Yes.
I'll hook you up.
I have a 4 terabyte black
I will
spider
hook you up. You don't happen to have it with you.
from Western Digital.
You don't have it with you, do you?
No.
Okay.
Is it formatted for the PS4 though?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm saying sometimes if they got consoles or like reformat the hard drive
What are you talking about?
specifically to run on the platform for that operating system instead of it just being like.
Are you bringing your
computer.
whole? Is it on your PlayStation or is it on? You have an external hard drive,
I have an external hard drive that I use to store PlayStation games.
and I have an external hard drive that I use to store movies.
We
And
can
I
see if
can
it'll
just-
work. If it asks you, do you want to format, you just say nope,
Nope.
and then you unplug it because it's a lot of games I will have lost.
That you probably taking the time to install on there.
But I doubt if you have to, because I'm just transferring them over and not.
Yeah, it might work.
Yeah.
But you obviously know that if it
Just plug in both into the
Yeah.
computer and then just transfer it over. It says, do you want to format? Nope.
nope, never mind, back out, abort, abort,
abort.
abort the balloons, abort the babies. It's a Scrubs reference.
Speaking of Scrubs,
Yes.
nice segue. Sam Lloyd, who played Ted Buckland on Scrubs, has died at the age of 55 after a brief battle with cancer. I read that just the other day.
Last year, they found a brain tumor. I believe it was inoperable. And, yeah. So my guess is he had brain cancer or whatever. But yeah, passed away. It was very sad. Zach Braff has been tweeting a lot of like memes and videos of Sam Lloyd playing Ted on the show Scrubs, which is, I think John mentioned what he's most famous for.
Yep.
But no, it's very sad. I grew up watching that show. I think it first released in like 2001.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah. And when it was on Netflix, man, I would power through it, but it's been off Netflix for a few years now. But yeah, it is still available on Hulu. It's
Hulu got it.
Fantastic show.
You get Sprint? You get Hulu for free, man?
Yeah, I got it for free. Yeah, I take advantage of all that.
You can still binge watch it.
I never even watched Hulu until Jen came along. She's like, I love Hulu. And I was like, well, I got it for free. And now it's been watching 4 Weddings and a Funeral. That's a really good show. Finished the first season. Been watching Dave with Lil Dicky. That's been a really good show.
I have it in my stuff, but I haven't watched it. I'm going to though.
See, Nathan says he doesn't Netflix and chill. He Hulu's and chills.
There's no chill. What do you think this is? She's moving in. It's the end of chill.
He Hulu's and power fucks.
I pretend she's a duck. And
There is a video that I took of what is in reference to what Nathan is talking about.
yeah.
It's like the Snyder Cut. Maybe
We cannot
maybe
kill
or
that
maybe
video.
not. It'll be released. We don't know.
BTW cannot kill that video.
Yeah.
We've got to post that.
I may have to send it to Dion so he can do what he was talking about.
Done.
I know he's on board.
Done.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, speaking of Sprint, you have Sprint, right?
Yep.
What have y'all heard? I know the T-Mobile merger is done. Have y'all gotten any notifications or? Nope, nothing.
Are we gonna? Because I remember when Sprint bought Intellos,
I mean,
I had to like go to the store and get everything changed, and it took me forever to do it. And I kept getting like text notifications saying, "Hey, you've got 2 weeks left." Or they'll just like automatically do it.
That's what I'm asking. I don't know if y'all are getting.
But no,
I
I
know
haven't-
nothing changed for me.
Yeah,
'cause
I haven't got
T-Mobile.
anything like I did when it first changed.
I know it'll eventually come because obviously T-Mobile merged with them, and I'm pretty sure if they bought them out, then
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's what's happening. Like the Sprint stores aren't really doing anything new. The Sprint stores are closing down.
So I know it'll be a matter of time before they start making everybody merge
They're not
to
just switching to
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile stores.
I think eventually you will.
Yeah, that's what Intellos did. Intellos just turned to Sprint.
But like, because my brother was asking about Sprint, and I was telling him about it. It's like I've actually noticed a bump in reception at work.
Yeah, because
compared to what I used to have.
Because the towers they're using all those towers now.
Yeah.
So like a super network.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So I just noticed that one day around. It's like, oh, I actually have better reception now that they've merged and started using all the towers that both companies have.
Yeah, just merge them together.
Being on the lasers and being right there at the door, my signal's never really been bad. Not to brag, John.
If you went to the back bathroom or at the
If you
row,
go to the back bathroom, it's done.
yeah, it was always crappy reception. Like if you were back at the Redbud machine, you had decent signal. You go on the other side of the building to the row, you had crap reception in the back bathroom area with crap reception. But now it's actually decent.
So you're welcome. You're
Crap
welcome.
reception in a
welcome.
bathroom area. Who would have thought?
Yep.
I was actually looking for a bathroom where I work at, where I would have cell phone reception in the bathroom, and I finally found one. I'm so happy about it. I go there every day.
He goes in there. Nope, this is not the bathroom for me.
That's exactly what I did. I would go in, and I would sit down, and I would wait a few minutes. I look at my phone. Nope. On to the next bathroom. It took me like 3 days to find the bathroom, and now I found her, and she's glorious. She's glorious. I know what Al Bundy felt like when he built his bathroom in the garage. That's also on Hulu. Married with Children.
I used to watch that
I'll have
show.
to check that out. That's how I fell in love with Christina Applegate.
Yep. Married with Children. She looks rough in the beginning, but she gets better.
Well, she feels that nice.
Yeah. She had like white hair at the beginning, and like it was like out and everywhere. I'm like, get it together, Kelly. And she did. She did.
In a big way.
Yeah. She's still cute.
Yes.
Good job, Christina.
Wasn't she in like Hall Pass or something?
Yeah.
A movie not too old.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked really good.
Big, large mouth vaginas. Y'all remember that part?
No.
You remember they were like, home on the range where the big mouth vaginas feel strange. Y'all remember that part?
No.
When they were in that guy's house, he was showing off his house.
No.
And they was talking crap
You're
about.
making this up.
I'm not. It's a clip on YouTube. You can bring it up. I'm telling you. And like they're in the safe room, and they could see Owen Wilson and
You pervert.
yeah.
No. I should pull it up. I didn't realize that show was that old though. It was like
Yeah, it's like
1987,
80 something. Yeah.
a year before I was born.
Yeah.
87 to 97.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is
show.
unheard of.
Great show. Al Bundy.
You running that long. That's impressive.
With Katie Segal and Ed O'Neill and Christina Applegate.
And Bud.
Yep.
What was his name?
John's
David.
gonna find out.
David what?
Faustino, however you say his last name.
Works for me.
Yep.
Faustino.
Easily the least important character.
Bud Bundy. I feel like you have favoritism towards Kelly.
Yeah. Bud's also the only one that didn't grow an inch throughout the entire filming of that show. He's like the exact same size from beginning to end. Poor
Yeah,
guy.
that's true. That's true.
Even Ed.
I mean, wasn't he like early teens when the show started or something?
Oh,
Or was he a kid back then?
he was a kid.
Oh,
They were both kids.
that doesn't make sense then, unless he just didn't really age. Because like on Home Improvement, like the kids on that show, the three sons, like you watched them age as the series went along.
He's just short.
He's just short. Yeah.
The guy, David Fuss.
Like Faustino or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's just short.
Frosty. Frosty Fossil.
He filled out, but he just didn't get taller. He was,
Yeah.
he was
Just stayed short. Grew a goatee. That was it. Poor Dave.
I still can't believe y'all don't remember that part in Hall Pass. That's the only part I
It's been
remember.
a few years, man.
That's the only part I remember from that movie.
I just remember Christina Applegate was like the only
The wife.
one.
She's one of the wife.
She's the only one that took advantage of the hall pass, and I was like, "You cheating whore." I still love you, but you're the only one.
Just said that because she didn't take advantage of it with you. Now, if she would take
I
advantage,
would have a different opinion had that been the case. Yes,
I'm just saying.
but it upset me. She was the only one that did it.
But just don't type in largemouth vaginas on YouTube,
Anything.
on YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's probably not gonna work out.
Just type,
Definitely don't.
I'm
on Google.
gonna call Franny in here.
yeah,
Tell her look at your search history.
yeah. Some weird stuff and then going on in there.
Oh, this is what you're like, John? Largemouth vaginas. Well, I'm sorry.
That's my Franny impression. Spot on.
Even though she sounds nothing like that.
She sounds exactly like this. Do you want cupcakes?
Is that how Jen sounds?
Oh man. So I have a different voice whenever I mock Jen, and she doesn't like any of them.
Well, you're mocking her. I would assume not.
She's just like, I did not. She's like, I did not sound like that. Like that's my new.
Is that her voice? Is that what you,
Bro, if she was British,
I'm about to say, is she British?
man, if she was, yeah. But she's not.
Yeah.
That's why she's only a 9.5.
Be British, Jan.
Don't call the hood of a car a hood. Call it a bonnet. It's not
Is
aluminum
that a
aluminium. Yeah, British
The
accent.
Brits call it
Yeah,
pop the bonnet.
the bonnets. Yeah,
Let's look under the bonnet. I feel
The
like that's
hood
like
is the
a
bonnet.
sexual reference.
I love how they sound when they get mad. They don't really curse.
What do they do?
They just
they're like
I need to go to London.
they're really aggressive, but they're still nice about it.
yeah, bloody wankers.
Yeah, it still sounds like okay, well, you know, whatever. It doesn't sound like an
cheeky
insult.
cunt.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like an insult. Like, oh, thank you.
That's who's that Australian comedian? Mother of God. I can't remember his name. He's really funny though, but he says cunt a lot. And when he was
Jim Jeffries.
Yes. And when he was
Jim Jeffries. It sounds like he's drunk.
one of his first stand-ups or whatever in America, he had to explain that because he said cunt and then he heard like a in the crowd, and then he basically was just like, shut the fuck up. Like where I come from, we say cunt like you guys say fuck or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, plus some words in different countries have different meanings too.
Oh no,
so.
it means the same thing.
Yeah, it
It's
means
just,
the same thing.
It's just,
They're just not as sensitive
yeah,
about it
yeah. Then that's
as we are because we're a
I
shitty
mean, have you
We're a
not
shitty
seen?
cunt.
Have you not seen the Osbournes? Like any of them talk and get aggressive? I mean,
Do they scream cunt?
yeah,
Perfect.
they cuss like a sailor. I mean,
but it doesn't hit the same.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hit the same. It's like, oh, look at you all mad and stuff. Maybe you do.
And like a lot of like musicians, like even like hard rock musicians, if you hear them talk, that's from like the UK. It's like they cuss like a sailor, like it's nothing. That's just how they talk. It's like it's
normal for
common. You know what to expect.
They've been able to walk into pubs and get drinks since like 16 or 18 years old. Like it's ridiculous. I wish I lived there. Well, not now.
You're getting ready to turn 30.
Wouldn't
What
make
do you
any
got to
difference
worry
now. Wouldn't have had to have hidden all those Miller Genuine drafts at 18 years old.
MGD.
That's right. That was my first vomit experience on beer. Oh, speaking of. All right, so I was very unsuccessful on the homework with this top 5 or just 5 embarrassing breakup or relationship stories.
It wasn't 5. It was just
Or was it-
stories.
see, I wasn't even clear on the rules.
Yeah, just stories.
Well, that's good because I could only think of 2
Yeah, there's
that,
only
that I thought were podcast worthy.
just stories.
John, did you get any?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because
You have no embarrassing relationship stories. None at all.
John's been with Franny for like a decade.
Really?
I've never really had embarrassing ones. I mean,
Because mine goes back to my childhood. That's what mine goes back to.
John, how long have you and Franny been together? Like total, from when you first met each other at Walmart.
Which Walmart?
The one on North Forest Road.
Yeah, that one.
Oh.
Well, we didn't meet at Walmart.
What?
So yeah, you've
Wait,
been lied,
wait,
you've been lied
wait.
That's
to.
back when I worked at Valtem is
You've
when
been
we
lied
actually
to.
met.
Oh.
That was like we were like
So
best
did
friends.
you
for-
ended up working at Walmart together by chance, or did she get you a job at Walmart because you were friends? How did that work? Tell us the story.
Go.
I think
Make
we
it
were
embarrassing though. That's the whole
we
point
were
of this.
already like we had already been dating. I think at that point anyway.
No, well, that was the first time I met her. Is when you were both working at Walmart.
Yeah,
Because I saw you work and I talked to you for a minute, and then she came out, and I was like, "Oh, that's your boo."
because I originally started as like overnight maintenance, 3rd shift, and then worked my way up to day shift on the meat department.
You have to work your way up in Walmart?
Yeah.
If you want to get off that overnight stock,
I didn't stay at the. Well, I did overnight stocking more than I did my own job, so I might as well have been an overnight stocker at that point.
Okay.
Oh, so is overnight stalker an upgrade?
Yeah, because overnight maintenance was you were cleaning. I mean,
Well, no, that makes sense.
yeah,
I'd rather be stalker. I
yeah.
hate cleaning.
And then also, like, if the cart guys didn't do their job, you had to go out there in the middle of the night and get the carts out.
That
the
place,
parking lot.
it sounds like a nightmare to work at Walmart.
It was. That's why we called it Walmart Penitentiary.
Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare. It really does.
Where you were able to get out, you actually felt free. If you had a bad experience there, some people actually like working there, so I'm not gonna down it, but so much because some people have different experiences, but some people make it a career. I mean,
It seems like a nightmare because the public sucks in general.
Oh yeah.
The people who go in Walmart, the majority of them suck. And I shop at Walmart. I don't suck. I treat everybody with respect. But I've seen how much people suck, and it's like, who do you think you are? You're at Walmart. Relax.
There's actually a guy on YouTube who part of his content is like making like these videos of different topics. One of them being like Walmart people, and just showing like how screwed up some people are to go in there and how stupid some of it is.
Oh, there's all kinds of memes and stuff. The stuff you see at Walmart, what you find at
and like
Walmart.
his reaction just like to some of those people are just like, what the fuck?
I just
what are you
I
thinking?
don't get it. I don't get it. Tom Segura in one of his comedy specials said it best. He said, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you're not. And that's how I feel about a lot of people that I see. They go in Walmart and treat workers as though they're beneath them. And I'm like, they're here to help you. Like, relax. Like, get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But people are trash. So,
My only, I worked at Kroger for a little bit, but my main experience with customer service was when I worked at Little Caesars. And because around here, it's like always been $5.99. It was never the $5. The commercial was like $5 hot and ready. But then if you read the fine print, it's like, certain locations, whatever. But it was never here. It was always $5.99.
And taxes.
Yeah, and that was another thing. We had two different taxes. We had a state tax and a food tax.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like I would tell them the total, and they'd be like, for a $5 pizza, and I'm like, yes.
I don't make the
it's
prices.
$5.99. Yeah. And then I'd give them the receipt, and they'd be like, why is there two taxes? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Talk to your congressman.
I'm not Little
Or
Caesars.
however that works.
But
it was.
I'm not him.
Yeah, and it was, and like I eventually got to the point where I would just tell people like, "You're talking to the wrong one." I literally am a cashier. Like,
did you deliver the pizzas or just the cashier type thing?
that was before they did delivery.
Yeah.
But I worked. I did either the drive-through or like the front counter.
Do y'all remember when Little Caesars had the big long pizzas in the paper bags? We got them as kids when I was a kid.
I think I do remember that.
They were like really long, and they came in like you said, slide it out of the bag.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Y'all remember those?
That sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar, but it.
Hold on, let me Google.
That is so weird. I mean, it's like
Get that
like,
porn
how
off
can
the screen.
It was like
time.
it was like 2 to 3 feet long, and it'd be in paper, and you unroll the paper and you slide it out of the paper, and that was. It was cut into squares, and that's how that was.
It sounds familiar. It's sounds like almost like the bread that you get from a deli or something.
How you pull it out. It was the same way, but it was on like a cardboard.
I remember it was called Pizza by the Foot.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of it. I remember.
Yep.
But it's funny sounding though, like when you describe it, because it's kind of like how like Canada has like milk in a bag type of thing. It's just like
it's my milk in a bag. All right.
It's weird for us because we don't have it that way, but for them it's normal. It's like,
we have boxed water now. That's fun. Have you guys seen that?
No.
All right, well, that's really the end of the story. It's just water that comes in like a milk carton type thing.
That's the whole thing.
Box water.
Complete. That's complete. That's the whole thing.
is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called box water. It's a white like carton with just black font and says box water.
Huh.
Just a real simple design. But yeah, you can find it at like convenience stores and stuff. It's nifty. Never had it. There's also canned water. One I keep seeing on Facebook is called Liquid Death, and it's just purified water that's canned. Yeah,
I feel like they're getting over on us.
probably.
Here's water in a hat. Here's water in a glove.
When you're done, you still have the hat.
It just might be moist.
Are you a moist hater?
No, it doesn't bother me. I don't understand how words bother people.
I know some girls who don't like moist and they don't like panties. They don't like the word panties. They don't like the word
They
moist.
must not like sex.
I mean, some people does with those words are like nails on a chalkboard.
Could you imagine like being intimate with a chick like that, and it's just like, oh, I see that I've made your panties moist. And then she's like,
She throws up on you.
she's like, well, not now.
Be like,
Get out.
Like
I'm
stand
like, but
on.
you drove me here.
And plus,
Call an Uber.
and plus, if you say that, then you deserve to get kicked out. If you use that,
I guess
line,
that's true. Yeah, I guess I've made your panties
Yeah.
moist.
yeah. Get out.
Leave.
Oh, do you not like the word moist? I just don't like the way you talk.
That's just like a double whammy. You just complete strikeout right from the start.
So Nathan, what happened? I told her panties were moist, and she kicked me out.
Oh, not again. We've told you about that.
Damn it, Nathan.
This line's going to work, guys.
One of these days. One of these days.
So
Yeah.
we need Dion.
Sir.
Embarrassing. Relationship.
Well, mine's well, you was almost spoil the ending, kind of like in game. Anyway, did anybody when they were younger have girlfriends that you'd never seen before over the phone? Nobody. Nobody?
One.
Nope, this is already the most
So
embarrassing story.
you know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
so you would your friend's girlfriend would have a friend.
Losers.
Eat a dick. your friend's girlfriend would have a friend like, oh yeah, I got a friend for you, and then y'all would talk and be like, oh hell yeah, we're girlfriend and boyfriend.
Were you in like different schools or?
Yeah,
Regions?
it could be a combination of things. It was mostly different schools. Like this was back when it was corded phones, and
Right.
you couldn't get to them, and
Well, mine
things of
wasn't
that
that
nature.
far back. It was far back, but not that far back. Not the corded phone era.
I'm gonna need you to calm it down a little
Well,
bit.
hang on, John. Because corded phones were around for the majority of my childhood.
Yeah.
So when were you dating chicks without meeting them?
Was this recent? Was this before Friday?
I feel
was
like at
before.
least until I was in the 10 to 12 area,
This was back
corded phones.
Yeah. But anyway, it was.
many.
I mean,
years ago, but
you may have had a cordless phone, but you were fancy if you had a cordless
Yeah,
phone.
it's still landline.
Yeah. You still had to charge it. You couldn't go, but so far from.
Is that what you were thinking of? The cordless phones that you hang on the base?
no, mine was actually a cell phone because I was working. This was after I graduated.
Was it the Zach Morris brick phone?
Wait. So, John, you had a girlfriend that you did not physically see post high school graduation?
This was after high school. I don't remember. Like it was
Okay,
years
we're gonna
ago,
finish
but I don't
Dion's
remember.
story.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump to that one.
Yeah. I think we found your.
We found your story.
Yeah, I think that's what we did. But anyway, this was maybe I want to say middle school to high schoolish. So it was around that time when you didn't have a lot of freedom. So anyway, I had a girlfriend in finger quotes, on the phone. We always talked on the phone, yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. So we decided to meet. I lived in Lynchburg. She lived out here in Madison Heights. So
Not that far, but yeah.
not for us, but for a child,
Yeah.
it's
I
hard to get
I get
to.
it. Fuck you, John.
For a child, it's far.
You can't drive.
Yeah.
Your bicycle's not going to get you that far.
Yeah. So you.
This makes me so interested to hear John's story, though. He was talking to someone in Hawaii,
I'm so excited.
Germany.
So let me
It's in the
power.
same country.
Let me power through this. Okay, so we decided to meet, and my dad cut hair out here. He still does cut hair out here. Not now, obviously, but he still has a barbershop out here. So I caught the bus out here, went to the shop. I had a bike at his barbershop, and we decided I would ride my bike to her house. So I didn't want to go by myself, so my brother went with me.
Oh my god!
So we pedaled around.
From Lynchburg to Madison Heights.
No, it was in
Madison
Madison Heights.
Sorry.
It was in Madison Heights. It was
continue.
my dad's barbershop is on Old Right Shop Road. It was there when I was little. It's still there now. So from his job, we went around Triangle Market Way, back down that road a couple of miles, and then we went down a little side street, and there she was. So, she was like behind a bush up on a hill. I still remember it. Her and her friend were up on a hill behind a bush. You could see their bikes, and then we come around on our bikes, and then she saw me and broke up with me.
That's not funny, but it is funny.
Oh man,
My little 12-year-old heart.
oh,
That's just like getting to the
gosh.
climax and it's just a 90-degree drop to the bottom. It's like, all right, that's it.
She saw me,
Which is
broke up
essentially the
with me.
same for me.
but we're still friends. I still know her. We're still friends.
that's good.
Yeah, yep. Her name was Nikki Page. Probably shouldn't have said her name, but
At least
I'm gonna
you
send
remember
her
your-
all kinds of hate mail.
I remember. Yeah, I remember it. And she saw me and broke up with me. Like, so I had to turn and pedal all the way back to my dad's shop. Heartbroken.
So Nathan, you've never rode like the bike trail that's here?
No,
town?
sir. We are not getting off subject. You are not pivoting
No.
from what we have heard.
No, I'm saying like because you could take that from like Lynchburg into Madison Heights. Like it don't seem like that far of a travel.
I was a kid, John.
I was a kid riding a bike down that bike trail.
everything seemed further when you're a child. I was a child. Okay, I was a 12-year-old boy. Okay,
Because like the only reason like it's like what was it? I think me, my brother, and his wife. Like, the only reason we turned back is because it was starting to get dark, and you're not supposed to be on that trail after dark. So we was like, all right, well, started heading back then, and
So
it was like right there at the like bridge to Amherst.
Well, I know to go onto like Percival's Island, but once you go down there a certain ways, the trail stops. I don't think there's any way. Well, it's not a paved trail like the rest of it. Maybe there's like some trail through the woods that people have made,
Yeah.
but that there's no way to get onto that trail from the Madison Heights side and get to Lynchburg. But you can go across the river from Lynchburg, but then you got to turn around because the trail ends.
But I lived in Rivermont over in the rich part. My grandmother lived over there. And I stayed with her, so that's where I was living. So that's the distance.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
John,
Yeah,
I
John,
mean,
tell us about
and-
this
And
German chick
German.
you met on.
this mail order bride that you
What was that?
did you meet her in the back of a Playboy? Was that
No.
was her ad in the back of a Playboy?
Did you meet her on? You met her on Omegle
It's before I worked.
before it became a jerk off webcam site.
It was before I worked at a Valtim. I was working like the candle factory. This was many years ago. There's a girl I was talking to. She lives in California. I lived here, obviously. And pretty much like Dion's story, you talk for a long period of time, then all of a sudden it just drops off out of nowhere. We just
Did it drop off after you rode your bikes to Kansas to meet each other?
we never
And she saw you, and you had to be like Dion, except a lot further.
except for I had a car, but I didn't make enough money to travel that far. God. No, I just kind of just fell off. We stopped talking because
I feel like I had an excuse because I was a child. John had a job, a car, a cell phone. I feel like I feel like I'm okay in this one.
Yeah.
like I said, it essentially like it just fell off. It's like you go up to a climax of a story, and it's just like thunk. It's just 90-degree drop, and that's it. It just ends just like that.
I have another story after you, Nathan.
Well, I don't have
two also.
I don't have stories like that, but I have two embarrassing stories.
Well, I mean, unless you count the one like, well, except for you always traveled to Roanoke and you moved to Roanoke back then, but
What's he
because you
talking
lived
about?
with her.
What's he talking about?
One of his girlfriends when he moved to Roanoke at one time.
I've dated two different. Well,
Not
the first one he's talking
not
about.
counting Jen. I'm talking about the one beforehand.
Yeah, Rachel. So
Yeah.
that one, she lived here when we met, and then started dating, and then she moved to Roanoke, and then I followed her shortly thereafter. And
That is
Is
actually
that the whole story?
yeah,
That was actually about like the
you
time
brought it up, not me.
that was actually the time
We
when
dated for like a year and some change and broke up.
or he called her his like sugar mama, basically.
I've got a track record with that.
But no, I think that was a time when
Jen makes a lot more money than me too. Love you, baby.
Forever. Forever.
for as long as you make that money.
But I think that was about the time when we were playing GTA 5 online. GTA Online. I think it's when you were living in Roanoke.
Well, how about we hear his story?
Yeah. No, yeah, I think it started before that, I think. No, it was then. Yeah. Because when I moved back is when I lived with my mom for a little bit before I got my own place
That
again.
McDonald's internet.
Yeah. And we were still playing it when I moved back. Anyway, so... But that's not California, John. It's not California. It's not yet.
Oh, no. But it's the same country. Come on now.
Yeah. I mean, barely.
Is it?
And I had sex with her, so...
Nathan's
Did
got
you
to
have
be
sex
the...
with California chick?
No. Nathan's got to be the one up.
So my embarrassing stories, both of them happened while I was dating Jessica, is the girl I dated all through high school. So first one, I'll do it in the way that it happened in real life. So this was the first one that actually happened. So we were over at her parents' house. We were still in high school. Over at her parents' house. Her parents, thank God, were not there. It was just me and her. And stomach had been bothering me. We were sitting in the living room watching TV, and I sharted. So that's basically that story.
Would she break up with you after you did it?
No, she was there for both of these accounts, and bless her heart, she was just such a trooper.
Did she know what had happened?
Yeah, no, I told her.
Oh.
I was like, stomach was kind of like, and I was like, if I just release this fart, I'll feel better. And then I did, and I just felt an object come on out, and it was like a little $50 sized turd. Maybe it was just a quarter. Who knows? But yeah, so like I quickly like got up and ran to the bathroom and like took my clothes off and dumped the turd into the toilet and like put my boxers in the sink and was washing it. And obviously super embarrassed. And that's the first story. And the second story is, again, me and Jessica. We were actually living in an apartment together, and I was working out of town. Never have been able to sleep well in hotels, and it was no different when I was 19. So when I'd get home on the weekends, I would typically crash. Like I'd get home, and that first night, like that Friday night, I was just out, and I would sleep so long into Saturday. Well, one of those times, slept for about 14 hours. Not even kidding.
Good God.
And pissed the bed.
Now,
at 19 years old.
Was this one of those? Do you remember if you were having a dream about going to the bathroom?
It probably was.
That I don't remember. But we'll say that I was, because I feel better about it.
That happened to me last night. Yeah, I didn't pee in the bed. I didn't pee the bed, but it was close. I thought I was awake in the dream, and I was trying to pee in the dream, and then I had to realize you're not really awake, buddy.
So I wake up in a puddle of piss, and I'm just like, oh no. And I just holler.
And she was in the bed with you?
No, she wasn't.
Oh.
She had been out of the bed for a while at this point, because, again, I slept for like 14 hours. So I holler for Jessica to come into the room and help me out a little bit. I just kind of got up. I took the clothes off. I took everything off the bed and made it to where anything she picked up, she was not touching urine. I had that completely enclosed in the middle, and I went and hopped in the shower.
How much was it?
I guess a bladder's worth. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then even with that, she just kind of washed it and made the bed with some different sheets in the meantime, and
she just thinks she has a man who can't control his bodily functions.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
Premature ejaculation, all of it. I was just, it was a lot of pooping and peeing the pants.
Yeah, you're like an old man.
Although when I pooped the pants, I was not a man yet. I was like 15 or 16. But yeah, when I pissed the bed, I was definitely 19 years old. Yeah, it was good.
Well,
those are my stories.
My last relationship story, where I kind of get mine in the end. This was I was a senior in high school. And that was my big year of really coming out and having a bunch of the sex. And I worked with this girl at the McDonald's over on Memorial Avenue.
Is this like a Good Burger story? It just sounds like the way it starts.
Freeze frame.
I don't know how to answer that.
Welcome to Good Burger.
Well, anyway, we was working at McDonald's together, and she was so hot. She really was. But she went to another school in another county. I think it was. I'm not even gonna try to guess, but it was another. She didn't live anywhere near us, but she worked at the McDonald's I worked at. Mm-hmm. So we started talking and we started dating. Then we started having, the sex. The sex. And it was awesome. I would go over to her house like late at night and sneak in, and we would do teenage stuff because no one knew what they were doing. We were just poking and touching and putting things in places and hoping it worked. That's how teenage sex goes. So
and
we were
29-year-old sex.
So we were doing that for a while, and then I started dating a girl I dated when I was younger, and she lived in the same neighborhood we did. But she actually went to my school. So I was, okay, I have a girlfriend here, I have a girlfriend there, never the two shall meet.
You never want that.
But the two did meet because
Jen hasn't even met. All right, go ahead.
Because the girl that lived in another county moved into the school district that I was in at EC Glass. So now she was going to school with me and my other girlfriend, who were happy in our little world until she invaded it. But I managed to keep things separated, and I balanced it out pretty good. So far, so good. Well, one of them worked at the Hardee's over on Langhorne, the one that's still there now. Mm-hmm. And one of them was in a youth choir that traveled. Well, this youth choir went to Hardee's after one of their performances one day. And guess who the cashier was while my other girlfriend was in line? What's the chances of this happening? What are the chances of this happening?
Apparently better than you thought.
So one girlfriend is talking about me to one of her choir friends, and the cashier overhears that, who is my other current girlfriend. And there aren't a lot of Dion Brinkleys in the world. As a matter of fact, there are literally two. Me and my junior. And he wasn't even around back then. So it was just me. So they both get to talking about their boyfriend, who is me.
The same person, yeah.
Yeah. And then so I get a phone call, a very frantic phone call, rightfully so, an upset phone call of me being cursed out. Mm. And you know how the phone used to beep when you had another call, for a call waiting? Mm-hmm. Well, that happened. So I tell her to hold on, and I click over, and guess what?
Lord behold, it's the other.
It's the other one. So I'm getting cursed out on both ends, and I was promptly broken up with on two separate phone calls.
So you got dumped twice.
And one phone call.
In one instance.
Yeah. Yep.
By two different chicks.
And they were both cuties. They really were. I should have just I Got ahead of myself.
I get it, man. It's hard to choose one.
Got ahead of myself. I got greedy. I got greedy, and I got what I deserved. I got what I deserved.
At that point, it might as well have been a 3-way call.
It might as well have been. It might as well have. Oh, and they confronted me at lunch the next day. I forgot about that part. They confronted me at lunch the next day, so that was fun. So not only did I get broken up with twice on the same phone call, I got embarrassed at lunch. But I deserved it. I deserved it.
Yeah,
I deserved it.
that's a good one.
It was all me. I deserved it. What you got, John?
I ain't got nothing.
Anything? All right, I got to run the food line before I go get my girls.
We'll save the 5 would you rathers for next time.
That's what I was going to ask. Did you want to say that?
That's fine.
What was it?
That's fine. The five would you rather questions.
The last episode we did
Okay, I was
we did another
wondering
one.
if I missed something in the group message.
No. I have them. I have them over here ready to go.
He did it last episode, and when Brandon
Pretty
was on
fun.
here.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough
Is
choices.
this some kind of like a card game or phone?
No.
No, I just ask you, would you rather, and everybody has to pick one of the options.
Yeah.
Let's do it
You got time?
real quick.
Okay.
Let's run through them.
All right. Would you rather?
I want to do this.
Okay. We'll start off light. Would you rather?
Last week was the opposite.
Yeah. We came out the gate
You ought to
swinging.
listen to that
We
part.
came out the gate swinging on the first one. It was like, would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life, or join in once and end it?
Oh my god!
That was the first
the first
question. And I thought, I was like, I don't feel like it could get much worse than that after that question.
And they were pretty. Yeah, just go listen to it. You'll know. Anyway, okay. Would you rather have no knees or no elbows?
No elbows.
Really?
I'd rather have no knees.
Why?
I think we need to think about this. Like,
I just like having the ability to walk, I guess.
I like the ability to have hands.
Well,
no elbows will make jerking off virtually impossible.
Or playing video games impossible.
I could have went that way, but I didn't.
I'd rather be able to play video games and not walk.
I'm going to stick with mine. I like being able to walk.
I do too, but I mean,
If I'm ever in a Christopher Reeve situation, y'all just shoot me.
Wow. Dion, what about you?
I don't know.
Quickly, got to fire them off.
I like walking. I think
There we go.
I think, but I like.
And driving?
Yeah.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
get artificial legs to drive with. I mean,
No. You live with no elbows and no knees. Those are your.
I'm just going to lean real close to the steering wheel.
I was like, you still
I'll go
wouldn't be able to
elbows.
drive.
I'll go elbows. Yeah, I'll go elbows.
No, wait, that's what I went with too. So never mind, not damn it.
Okay. Let's jump in the deep end.
All right, here we go.
Would you rather have sex with a goat but no one would know, or not have sex with one but everyone would think you did?
If everyone is wholly convinced that I had sex with a goat, I'd rather just actually have sex with a goat. No one knows. I mean, what's the big deal there? You're literally the only person that knows. You gonna beat yourself up about it? I wouldn't.
I mean, kind of back to the duck situation again.
I had sex with a goat, and nobody knows but me.
Except you and the goat. Every time you walk by, you know.
The goat just drops its head.
It was disappointed.
The goat didn't finish. That's why it drops its head. Yeah. Okay.
Didn't satisfy the goat.
God. This is horrible.
Yeah.
This felt like an easy one for me.
Yeah, you just fired that one off.
Yeah. Nobody would know but me. And the goat doesn't have a conscience.
You do.
Yeah, but nobody knows. I'd rather be that way than everybody, than like my family and everybody being like, "Oh, that's the kid that fucked a goat." That's why we bailed Charlie out of jail because he didn't fuck a goat.
I think I'd go with the have sex with the goat too.
Yeah,
and just me know.
That's what I would say because that'd be a very bad reputation to have.
Exactly. So just get it over with. Knock it out.
Just bang that goat.
Bang that goat.
Just bang that goat. All right. Would you rather always have to say everything that you're thinking, or never speak again?
Never speak again.
Really?
I have some really fucked up thoughts. I'd rather just never talk. Could you imagine? Like, come on. You know, like how many fewer relationship problems I'd have if I just shut up?
How would you have a relationship where you can't talk?
Oh, there's ways, man. Mutes have relationships and deaf people in the sign language?
They can still talk through sign language, though.
Well, yeah, but at least that way. Well, if you're telling me that, like... All right, so if it works with sign language, it's like, yeah, you have to sign everything that you're thinking, too, then... No, I just won't have any communication with people.
What about you, John?
What was the first one?
You have to say everything that you think out loud.
Probably say everything I think out loud because I pretty much do it now. So because I don't.
No. You say pretty much, but you don't say the things you're.
The
thinking.
Reason it's pretty much and not everything is because there's shit that you do not. You do not say.
Well, I mean, it would be kind of hard to be like a content creator if you don't speak. So that's why I say that. So
I think we're in an alternate universe where we're not doing this. Because we're banging goats and saying everything we're thinking. Like, what are we doing?
And we got no knees or elbows.
Yeah, I don't think we have time for this. We have other things we have to worry about. So you're going with say everything?
Say everything that enters your mind. Every thought you have.
Yeah. Say just you say it out loud.
Audibly.
Yeah.
You'd rather do that.
And you're not whispering it. You're saying it. Like we're on the podcast, and you're like I like kids. Like,
Fran cooked a dinner,
what?
and it it really wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And you told her you don't like broccoli, and she made broccoli anyway.
Well, I mean, come on.
So what you're thinking in your head is, dumb mother.
Yeah.
Right?
And you say it out loud.
Now you got to say it.
You got to say it.
You had a rough day at work, and you come home to broccoli.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're still going with say everything?
That'd be a nightmare for me. I hate broccoli.
I love broccoli. Love broccoli and asparagus and Brussels sprouts.
Well.
Yeah, it's good stuff. What's your final choice, John? This is number 4? This the 4th one?
I thought it was the third one.
Third one? Okay, third.
Yeah, I was thinking third too.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess I go and never speak again if that's the case.
I'm going with definitely not speaking again. Because some stuff that goes through my mind that I have to say it out loud.
Hell no.
Yeah, can't do it. All right. Would you rather be buried alive or stranded at sea?
Stranded at sea.
Yeah, stranded at sea.
That would be very... I don't like getting the feeling of claustrophobia.
I'm with you on that one.
And buried alive would make you immediately start feeling claustrophobic.
I feel like my chances to survive would be better if I was stranded at sea. Also,
just don't drink the seawater.
I'm drinking my piss.
or you could do that.
What is this turning into?
Is this stranded? This is stranded at sea, like on some inflatable raft or something, right? Is that what we're picturing?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Not like on an island.
Yeah, no, you just like in the middle of the water.
Yeah, so that makes it a little bit worse, but I'd still go sea.
We're outside.
Yeah, but I'm the same. I don't like the being claustrophobic and like that.
Yeah,
I feel like buried alive, I would have no hope. I'd be like, this is it. And I just gotta wait to suffocate.
Yeah, and I was saying, then you'll run out of air too.
Yeah, and at sea, it's like, no, I could probably.
You just pass. You probably just pass out. You should probably just pass out and die there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Under that sun, and you just eventually.
Yeah, the sun would be a killer.
You just pass out and die. I'll go with that one too.
Yeah.
All right, last one. We're going for the gusto, okay?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'd have sex with my parents once. Thank God they don't listen to this.
Would you rather have a penis-sized nipple or a nipple-sized penis?
There really isn't much difference. Oh, man.
I would have to go the obvious route on that one.
There's an obvious route?
Why would you want a nipple-sized penis?
Yeah, but then at the same time, like, you've gotta, you know, just hanging. Is it just one nipple?
Yeah, just one nipple.
I feel like
just one
that's
nipple.
even worse than both nipples.
Just
being
one nipple.
penis-sized.
You could probably cover it up versus...
How are you going to cover up?
How are you going to explain it if you're going to have sex? Your love life would
you just
be
don't.
The same as talking.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't.
Yeah, you just wouldn't. But if you had a penis-sized nipple, are you serious, John? Is that what we're going with?
That is a hard one.
Let's get Franny in here. Let's ask her. Which one she would rather have on John?
I think I'd go with the penis-sized nipple because I don't. You know, judging by my nipples, I do not want my penis to be.
If you have a penis-sized nipple, you're not having sex.
Well, I mean, it's a much better chance.
Don't take your shirt off.
It's poking out, but it's gonna be something.
Oh my God! And then like, oh man, yeah, because you know during sex or whatever, like your nipples can get stimulated, right? So if you have a penis-sized nipple and it becomes stimulated. Oof. Yeah, she could suck on it. No, I'm going penis-sized nipple. I'm going penis-sized nipple. Yeah. Yeah.
Dion. So that's 2 for the same one?
And see, this is a moment where I'm glad I don't have to say all of my thoughts.
Oh. It only it depends on if they're the same size.
Well, you said a nipple-sized penis, though.
But but I'm thinking like, is it? I'm going to go ahead and say that it's the same size as.
I was
my
just
nipple will
like
be the
mine.
same size as your actual penis.
Yeah, I was imagining my nipple.
That's what I'm saying.
Penis,
the size of your
my
nipple
penis being
now.
my nipple. That's what I was going off of.
Pretty wide nipples. I have significant areolas, but they don't stick out though. I don't have.
Yeah, I was thinking just the nipple part.
Yeah, just the part that sticks out. It'll be a hard life, but I think I'm going with the nipple, penis-sized nipple, because like I said, it's a better chance.
Yeah,
because if you find that girl, she's the one.
That's true too.
She's the one.
And the freaky section.
But if you go the opposite route, how would you ever find one that would accept the other?
Trial and error. Trial and error. There are fetishes for that, though.
For really tiny penises?
Yeah, there are fetishes for that.
Wow.
They're out there. The fetishes for everything. They're out there.
I've been searching for them.
Well, that was
John?
5. Would you rather?
Did John answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When?
He was at the first one. He said nipple.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. All
then
right.
it was you.
So we're all okay. Sorry, I was just so deep in thought I didn't even hear.
That's why I said it's screwed up, but there is an obvious one there if you think about it.
Yeah.
Both are not a very good option, but
And I'll have 5 more next time we record. I'm gonna go easy on that thing.
I think you're trying to milk you. No,
It's not a working penis. It's just penis shaped, penis sized.
Yeah.
Pew.
So yeah, it's just the nipple.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
Just don't do.
If we're going my penis, you know?
Just don't do jumping jacks.
Or is it flaccid? Is it like a flaccid one? It just hangs
That's what I was
down?
saying. When it gets
Maybe just hangs
stimulated,
down.
then it becomes like
Yeah. Yeah.
a sword?
Yeah.
and that's when you're man. I was about to get real dirty. This is
Yeah.
a podcast. I can't be doing that. Yep.
Yep.
That was fun. I like that.
There we go.
explicit content, but to an extent.
Not
There's got to be a
explicit,
cutoff.
It's just. Would you rather? We're adults here. It's okay. All right, John. Let's wrap this up.
Man,
Let's take it on home.
It's almost 5 o'clock. I am gonna get in trouble.
But we'll save the. I was gonna say talk about the NFL draft, but we will save that till the next episode.
Cowboys killed
Cowboys
it.
won.
That's all you need to know.
that's all- yeah,
Like,
that's
it's
I'm
a
just
it's a
talking
home
about
run.
like thoughts in general and stuff. But
We
we'll save it
just
till
told
next
you
week.
the Cowboys killed it. Yeah, it was.
So
You're welcome.
we cover that. we can go more in depth because I like talking sports.
Yeah, that's
obviously.
what I'm saying. We'll save it for next time. But
We pretty much nailed it.
Cowboys killed it. Yeah, they did really good.
But thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it and you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. And feel free to share it. And thank you to all the audio listeners out there. If you enjoyed it, make sure you follow or subscribe as well. We greatly appreciate it. You could find me at MusicianGamer76 on all the things: Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Yeah. Dion, what about you?
Same on all those platforms as Callow Creed DB.
Nathan?
Infamous wannabe. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
YOLO.
YOLO. And we will have it linked, the links down in the description down below. For anybody that's new here, this is a every other week podcast. So we will see you week after next for the next episode. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We greatly appreciate it.
Cover up those nipples.
We'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.